Hey, buddy. Okay, now if I do this. Why are you sending to 2 separate streams? I'm so confused. It made a new event again. It didn't even use the one I set it to. What? What if I delete one? This is pissing me off. Okay, now if I say, it will do just the one, right? And if I go to YouTube, it's only going to show one stream on my channel. Because I don't know why it did too. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but... Oh, I have to clean this up. That's... What? Wait, it did this yesterday too? I'm so confused. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just gonna ignore it and work blah 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 blah. Fuck me. Whatever. It works. Let's just go with that, I guess. At this point, I just don't care. Anyways, welcome anyone and everyone to Final Fantasy XIV. This is the sociopathic lizard girl. She does what she wants. She fucks what she wants. She has a good time. That's all you need to know. Anyway, last time we did a bit of the main story and then just were like exhausted because it was 33 degrees here and my computer made it worse. I'm not sure as to the why, but here we are. I'm gonna go outside and try to do these combat missions. Mapping the realm, Western Thanalan. Okay, we're gonna kill some things. We killed the thing. Thankfully, we don't need to pick anything up. It just does it because it's part of the quest. Nice thing about the side quest crap is I can just skip it a lot of the time and it'll be like perfectly fine. Oh, I really don't know what the hell was happening there. Not at all. I'll try to figure it out later. Maybe I have to reattach my YouTube to restream or something, but that was it was pissing me off. This is not what I want. I just wanted to play the damn game. I've had so many things getting in my way this morning. I just wanted to play the game. I've been excited to do this, to stream this, and I just have not had the chance to. Almost makes me wish I had picked what was it? Fear, which I will do eventually. Probably next week. I just wanted to do a bit of this today. Who messaged me? Experience points. Oh, I know. Boop. Is that it? That's it. The last one are these things, which are in a totally separate area, of which we're going to traverse these in the city, because I'm not going to go get myself killed, because I have nothing. Oh, I also need to fix the damn window problem. Whatever. Oh, we have some. I grabbed some the money, like I said I was going to, from my other accounts. My friend helped me with that. That's actually one of the reasons why it took so long to go live. So I got the money. I got potions in case I need healing. I also got some raisins to increase food intake or XP. Oh, this is all stuff I generally carry around and I would have bought, but I don't have access to them. Well, I mean, I guess I do have access to the market board. I guess I didn't really think about it. I was just like, oh, this is here. Today's monster of the day is blue, or ultra blue Hawaiian, I think. It's like if pineapple skull fucked a blueberry. It's good. Like, no, I really like it. That's how I describe it. Oh, I'm being messaged repeatedly. Hold on. Stretch. The last thing we need are shrew pelts from snapping shrews in central Fenland. This is my second monster, by the way. I already had one earlier. I really want to be awake. But I only have 2 more monsters, Ultra Zero and another one of the Blue Hawaiians, so have to make the most of them after this. Man, I got an email now. Why? What? Oh shit! Thanks, Solomon, if you're still there. I'm all right. I'm struggling a bit, but you just made that a lot easier. That's for sure. Okay. Sorry. Friend that has been going through some stuff is messaging me, so I wanted to say hi and stuff like that. going through the Black Mage route. Nice. Yeah, yeah. If the game goes low FPS, that is just a setting I have on because I click off screen. Okay. Sorry, I just had a moment. I just disassociated. Sorry. That happens a lot. I don't talk about it, but it does. I just drift. Sorry, that happens sometimes, and I'll just go quiet. I try not to, I promise. I just do. Part of being tired sometimes. So here's the huh? Went Vancouver clubbing last night. That was an adventure. Well, tell me about it at least as try as you can. Getting comfortable in silent moments takes time. You're good. I don't know. I just stop existing for a second. Fred's like, when I'm doing better, I'll get the top spot in your streams. You know it. And I'm like, my ex is still the top member in my fan club. They're like level 13. Da, 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 da. We started at the Vogue, but then my friend tried to skip the merch line, and we got kicked. What is the Vogue? Back already. Here's your pelts for gear, I think. These shrewd pelts are indeed well done, my friends. The Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have passed had the order been delayed any longer. Take this. You've more than earned it. Sweet. Is that a piece of gear? No. Oh, wait. Does my... Fuck. What's the armory? I have I guess I have a ring. I mean, equip. Why not? Now, my gear should go to my inventory. I did change that. Why is there a ping in my little theater for live shows? We're trying to see Queen Herbie. I've never heard of that. I guess I'm not very cultured in that kind of stuff, so. After some food, we went down Davy Street, ended up at the Numbers. What's the Numbers? Other than the like, when I think the numbers, I think of the kill count, which if you've never seen is great. Back in One Piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handle yourself well enough. I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this. It ain't worth a night in Oldo's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Is that meant to mean hotel or the numbers was having karaoke and people slayed? That's cool. When I mean pillow house, does that mean tavern or brothel? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Go back to the Thaumaturgist Guild. Man, I love Monster. Why? I have no idea. By all accounts, it doesn't taste fantastic, but for some reason, I really like it. Oh, well, Solomon, I might actually be able to buy groceries, and I wasn't expecting to, so that's nice. Yes, we do have your marmot blood. Yes, yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing in many breaths of Thanalan. Thank you. Take this recompense. Go now, and may traders smile upon you. Hat. I'm not quite high enough level yet. Okay, let's go to the throne alert. Hey, Gio, how you doing? We're doing Final Fantasy 14 and just hanging out and doing things and fucking anything with the whole. As is Maki's motto. Maki was originally meant to be a really horny ERP character that never came to fruition. I've kept her story though. Let's see. Guess just main story. Yeah, let's go do main story. We must rebuild. Sprint button. I'm tired. I'm tired. I hungover, don't know what to eat. Slept till like 3. See if there's any deals on DoorDash and take a hold of that. That's what I do. Poutine. Poutine would be awesome. I had some of that yesterday and it was pretty great. If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and you, name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the gate of Nald staring back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Okay. Go kill the thing. Roger. Roger, roger. Shirking duty needs a wake-up call. This is going to teach me how to do emotes, isn't it? Nope. There's like a random point where like a quest line starts doing emotes, and it's really weird. Batla finds himself at a loss after realizing the package he carries is not his own. Pray let me catch my breath. I went all over Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized that I've returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I simply can't. Who is messaging me? Oh. I haven't the breath left to tell you. That way, go there and see Mimishu. Okay. We're gonna go find somebody called Mimishu, I guess. Took a long time to learn what that was, and people mock biscuits and gravy, but curds and gravy. Oh shit, I've missed a message I think that you sent. Oh. Oh, poutine. Curds and gravy. I generally don't do cheese curds when I make my own poutine at home. That was the first time I ever had cheese curds, and they were good, but not like a ton better than just like shredded cheese personally. It's all the same to me. It's mostly the same to me. Cheese curds were good. It's just not something I'd spend a ton of extra money on. Poutine. It's P. um. Poutine specifically is meant to use cheese curds. I generally just make it with shredded cheese. Poutine is essentially where you take fries and then. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, poutine is essentially where you just take fries and cheese curds, and then you put some gravy on top. Maybe add like some bacon or something in there. But that's it, more or less. I personally am too cheap to buy cheese curds because I'm a broke bitch. So I just put on like shredded cheese and hope for the best. I hope it melts. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Where the fuck am I going? Imishu. European crossing, the way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west till you see it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you want to speak to Oswald when you arrive. Okay. Nice thing that I appreciate about this game is that some buffs and stuff you can double up on. Oh, and they hate if you use white sausage gravy. That sounds weird, but I don't think it sounds terrible at all. But biscuits and gravy, I think that's people just being really judgmental. Even if there's mince in there, it's just stupid. It's British food, isn't it? Well, we don't want to have that, you know. The British are terrible. You know, treating them like they're the French. But joking aside, people, there's this weird ass stigma about British food, like it's the worst thing in the world, and it baffles me. Like American food isn't some of the worst goddamn things to ever exist, or some of the most unhealthy stuff to ever exist. Like, come the fuck on. We've had conversations about that here, where it's so much that you can buy in the States is just fucking outright illegal out in the rest of the world. It's gone, I know. Gods, have I gone through enough problems already? You took the wrong package, you bloody oaf. Hey, okay, he's got his package. Spared me quite the headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Sounds like you need a better staff. Now he's got a quest on his own. You know, the worst thing about loading up a new class is getting it to level 16 so you can start doing dungeons. Nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of the night. Orson needs your help to locate a misplaced shipment. You've got time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find the missing crates. Manifest clearly states that 3 crates are bound for East Aldenard. Or for the East Aldenard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. Some British food they still eat is like World War II. For the sake of it, add some seasonings. However, overall, it's not bad food. No, The one thing I'll say is that sometimes British food looks really gross. Or can look like kind of gross. And also people don't appreciate beans and toast for like no reason. Beans is like one of the best bloody foods you can have health-wise. It's got potassium, it's protein, it's very cheap. This isn't where I need to go. What the fuck am I doing? You know, all things considered, it's a pretty damn good food. You just don't know how to cook it. I don't know how to cook it, that's why I don't like them. But I plan on making beans a big part of my diet either this month or next month. There's a bean burrito recipe that I can share in the server if y'all want, that I plan on using for meal prep. I'm going to try to make a month worth of meals and store them in the freezer. I don't like spending time cooking because I just don't care. So, yeah. Oh, I need to find the missing things. Oh, there's one. Did you find my crates? Yeah, well, there you go there, sir. I went and found your crates. Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon, thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming. Day in, day out, just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't got the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. My smoked beans with brisket bits are awesome. Nothing wrong with scooping them up with some bread. That sounds pretty good. I'd fuck around with that for sure. Also, I hope me fucking around and doing side quests instead of the main quest isn't like an issue. I've never actually cared what side quests were, so I'm trying to do that. Orwell is holding a letter addressed to someone at the Silver Bazaar. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking. There's no end to it. Tired, I'm very sure. Hopefully some kind of roll. Say friend, do a hardworking... Oh, Shimigami, I'm not sure if you noticed. I fixed the chat, by the way. It's not doubling everyone's messages anymore. I guess it wouldn't matter because you guys are on TikTok, but I fixed it so it no longer doubles the YouTube and Twitch comments. Apparently, the window that I used to read the chat can I can block people through it, so it won't show up in my chat box. Okay, the fate system. Oh, it's teaching me the... Yeah, I know. What are you? Where the heart is, the goblet? Oh, this is the... I don't want to do that right now. The first house I ever got in Final Fantasy XIV was in the goblet. That was back in the olden days before the current system. So, where the fuck is it? Oh, I'm in the totally wrong area. Okay, let's go kill Hammerbeaks. Germany is known for their bread, huh? This game is a super marathon. Solve your goals. It's not sustainable. Yeah. No, even Realm Reborn, it's going to be weeks before I even get to, like, Heaven's Word. Make it to a shout out. I might resub if you like playing with friends more than randoms. It'd be cool to have someone on stream to, like, do dungeons with. I'd be super down. I mean, you can also, like, we could do the story in parallel if you want, but yeah, I'm down. I mean, since then, I'm pretty sure they've added to where you can do it all with bots. If you really need to. Which is nice. But, yeah. I'm not sure if you can see on TikTok, but I have Gil. I did transfer from my main account. That is almost everything I had on my main account, by the way. I went from nearly 2 mil to almost nothing. I left 100,000 for myself because that's enough to get more. I'll be on my way now. All right. Have a good night, Geo Archon. I'd be down, just not in a rush. No, it'd be a lot of just chilling for sure. I am super excited to get my Chocobo though, but that won't be for quite a while. That's not till level 30. Or sorry, a level 30 quest. Got to make sure not to be spread thin with uni classes and staying on FT work. How many of these do I gotta kill? I need one more. Full time. Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. No, keeping things manageable is always good and most important. I won't beat I won't get to Shadowbringers for quite a while. Probably not for like, I don't know, a long ass time. I'm gonna take the time and enjoy the story to its fullest. Even the really boring shit at the start, like where we are now. Manageable? Hey, you're on Twitch now. Twitch Prime. Ugh, building my Twitch back up from nothing. That sucks. I was at something like almost 300 before. Shadowbringers was my favorite patch story-wise. Did you get like caught up to the end of Dawn Trail, or is that just where you ended? Huh? You were hard to find with what I was working with. Huh? Oh, my eye. I mean, my user. It's literally just emo chipmunk. It's not much more than that. I'm up to Dawn Trail patch where the second raid tier came out. I'm in the Endwalker patches, so I'm decently behind. I don't even have the expansion for Dawn Trail. Hands, phone, type, chat, small window, dual screen. Dear so-and-so, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? Ever though I'm a slave to my trade, Sally hasn't been fit to take me or go through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've been told the scum of Uldar have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar, and it seems to be worth saving. Or beyond saving. Really, how long do you mean to linger there in the horrid hovel? Remember that some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak tail feathers? This soul does realize he sent feathers of a flightless bird, didn't he? Oh, well, Oswald can go bugger himself. I got no intention of stepping one from this hovel. Or one ilm from this hovel. Much less soaring from it. It's my hovel and I love it. Well, I'm sure you do. It's sad if I lost my medium house, though. I hate that you have to resub for this. Yep. Oh, yeah, no, I've had my house for like 4 years, man. I get it. Believe me. Oh, apparently I am fucking too low level. Kickboo, the Silver Bazaar is having a hard time finding a couple of troublesome laborers. You got a warm face as an outsider, not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Huh? Well, I looked for Axel first, and then Ian VTuber, and then Emo Chippy Monkey. Okay, thank you. I mean, everything is emo everywhere. The only difference is Twitch, which is Emo Chipmunk VT specifically. Because my old username still isn't back for use, because it won't be until like September or something. Surely you haven't seen the hammers to the east here or to the very least heard them, as well as other workers decided to drop in for a little rest and relaxation, but there are no workers. They're nothing but hired muscles sent to threaten the people that bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. Again, it was not you, it was me. But I dare say a formidable lass such as yourself might be able to scare them off with strongly worded doubts. Okay. Give them strongly worded doubts. Right. Oh, delivery Moogle. Hello. You have 16 letters. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy. Oh, right, I get an earring. I forgot. I will pre-order Evercold, but I'm most likely going to buy, what's it called? What happened to my Twitch? So what happened with my Twitch is that they added a law in Canada where basically it required me to hook up my information to Twitch, and I just couldn't do that because then it would do a payout, and then I would have to file forms for things that I really don't want to for a couple reasons, and it would be a complicated process for me. So I just deleted the Twitch account before the deadline. So yeah. Search news source, I have to look up 90. Give me motherfucker points, Marco. So take all chocobo feathers. Take all. Your friend's subscription was retained for 210 days. 150 days. And then more outfits. Yeah, no, you're fine. So that's what happened to my Twitch. I had to delete it. Otherwise I'm not sure what would happen, but I was not going to be a fan of it for sure. Chocobo whistle, but I can't use mounts till like way later, so. Anyway, now that we've got all our crap and our inventory's full, well, we got some mounts for later, that's for sure. I can't use any of this stuff. I mean, I can use an outfit, I just can't. Can't really, like, wear it for very long. Because it's all, like, level 1 stuff. Dual window caused deco, fixed it. Feather. Shard of Aetherite could be tuned to new adventures long for swift travel in times of need. Aetherite tickets. Whatever. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. I'll stick the stuff in a glamour dresser when I get back. Is there a way to sort my entire inventory? Yes. Okay, right. I'm supposed to go abuse some workers. Or cause doubt. You'll sort it out. Your mother didn't love you. Now he's pissed. That's one. Where's the rest of them? Also, thank you for following me on Twitch. I don't get a notification. Things set up for that right now, so Yeah, I have to do that at some point. Okay, we need to find more workers. What are the other ways we can fill them full of doubt? Are you sure that kid's really yours? That's fucking terrible. What's something equally terrible that I can do? Where's the what? Hey, Laser Lips, your mother was a snowblower. That sounds incredibly fucking familiar. What is that from? That work trip your wife said she was going on? There wasn't any working happening there. Short Circuit? Oh, okay. God, I was thinking of that movie recently. Your mother reeked of elderberry. Nobody loves you. I was about to leave anyways. I'm sure you were. Use the power of doubt. I really want to watch Short Circuit and the second one. Are they gone, all of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so their masters can buy them. The hammers are built to pound the ground here in a solid formation. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and masses for Thanalan's wealthy. The same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar since the value of land is set to rise. Small wonder some opportunist trying to drive all of us off so he can have it all to himself. Silver Bazaar may not be what it's used to, but more people leave now than come. More shops close than open. It is my home, but I don't want to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his heavy or dirty work. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Cool. What do you want? Is the lyric of a Lalafell dying to be asked if he has any work to offer? Hey there, friend. I'm a sure way to some easy kill if you're interested and won't require you to break a sweat. All you need to do is slay some goblins, gather 4 bottles of their grease, and deliver them to a hero by the name of Aldred Hammers. Something. He just wants me to kill things, so I'm gonna go do that. Not sure where. Oh, over there. I'll do that after. I want to check out what this is. Cassette, DVD, and digital. Wow. You ever see that like short video where it's a dude just like, this is the future. I bought 10. And then it goes back to him saying that for like DVD, VHS, Betamax. Get your bearings. Please, you have to help me. It's my father. Well, he isn't dying or something. He's a fisherman by trade, you see, but he broke his only compass, hasn't been out to sea in weeks. Compass is very special. It's crafted by the goldsmiths of some company. Repairing it requires many chunks of magnetite. Such stones are found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth sprites drawn with magnetism. I'm a lowly fisherman's son. I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 chunks of that material would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father. No doubt he'll be dawdling around the bazaar anyways. Okay. I haven't watched those movies. I think I've watched Short Circuit sometime in the past 10 years. I haven't watched the second one probably since I was 6 years old. So it's been over 20 years. Man, am I old. This person who's like who's quite a bit younger than me flirting with me, and I'm just like, you know I'm old, right? Like, really old? They're like, no, you aren't. I'm like, dude, I've had to say some things recently where it was like, well, 20 years ago. And man, does that make me feel fucking old? What is this? Transpose swaps astral fire and ice. Oh. It saves you a cast. I was there when it was written. In the dark times, in the cold, when there was no light, just me. Oh. Oh, I died. Fuck. I was not paying attention. I was more focused on being a dramatic bitch. Oh. First death. My fault. Actually, yeah, I was too focused on that. I'm gonna go use the washroom. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I know. Oh. Dude exploded. I was thinking of the Tears and Rain speech from Blade Runner. And I was also thinking about the Matt Smith Doctor's Akaten speech as well. Cactar. Cactars are really funny. Because, like, even at, like, level 3, there's a very, very small chance, I believe they'll do a 1,000 Needles attack, and it will insta-kill you. Oh. I have seen things you wouldn't believe. I have lost things you will never understand. And I know things, secrets that must never be told, knowledge that must never be spoken, knowledge that will make parasite gods blaze. So come on then, take it. You can have it all, baby. Or something like that. I don't remember the last part. I like the Rings of Akhenaten speech. Apparently, it was popular enough that they've had as many of the living doctors do it. It was a great speech. It is. One speech that I didn't really appreciate until a lot later was the Pandorica speech. I'd like it, but I still feel like it's the weaker of the Matt Smith speeches. One Doctor Who speech that actually fundamentally changed my concept of conflict is most likely his Zygon invasion speech. And I do actively quote it fairly often when discussing, I guess, pain. I don't know it well enough to quote it though. Is that is probably one of the longer speeches that he's done. I was planning on stretching even farther hard the Silver Bazaar, but it seems like powers have met some local resistance. Some lass in such and such hold the bulk of the land here, stubborn to a fault, that one bloody thorn in my side. But yeah, the war speech is probably my favorite thing that Capaldi has ever done. David Tennant doesn't really have many speeches, does he? I mean, outside of the specials at the end of his run. There's where he's talking about Gallifrey to Martha, where he talks about the Master again to Martha. Not sure you really call those speeches though. Okay, decided on Wendy's? Fuck yeah. That's where I got my poutine from. It looks gross, but it was good. What other things did he do? He wanted more, was not giving them. Oh, that's shitty. Because like, he doesn't have a whole lot of like proper speech moments, does he? Like Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, they have some really, really fucking good ones. And then you go to Matt Smith, and I did chili cheese fries with the son of a baconator and Cobb salad for later, so I'm not completely missing fiber. That's fair. What the fuck is a speech he did? Maybe when he tries to appeal to the Dalek in Daleks in Manhattan. Well, writers, David was dealing with the Oh, that's fair. I'm just trying to think of what would ever count as a speech. I'm really curious about the idea of the Doctor, if the Doctor let Khan exist, what would that look like? Would he just trap him on a world? Assume he removed the time travel tech from the travel machine? Like, what would the Dalek do other than just kind of exist? Or would he just trap him in the TARDIS forever? Would you count him detailing the Time War to the Master as a kind of like a speech? Because he says a bunch of things that are kind of wild and even sound really cool. One of the best things about the show is the mystery of the Time War. You know, the Gates of Elysium, the Nightmare Child. The Nightmare Child is probably my favorite. Wibbly wobbly time army. Oh yeah, that's true. The bit from Blank. I don't know. Don't let me eat a pear. I don't want to wake up in 3 months and have a taste of pear in my mouth or something like that. Wasn't that, I believe that line was done because David Tennant is allergic to pears. And he was told to just fill the time. I love that they use the entire bit where he needed to just fill the time and look like he was talking about something, so they just stuck it as like a DVD extra and we got to find out what the hell he was saying. He did it pretty well, things considered. Lots of those lines were Phil, yes. Bingle, bangle, tingle, dangle. Lippity 2, lippity top, blah, 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 whatever the fuck he said. Just starts making sounds as he's trying to figure it out. Then just starts talking about a band that he likes. Which I think was like the Martins or something. But again, that exists because of the strike. I mean, yeah. But also, it's just like a really fun moment that they... Peter Capaldi brought back later. A lot of what Peter Capaldi did was just like in direct reference to all sorts of older stuff. Because he himself was quite literally a super fan of Doctor Who. Among other things, fighting with the head of the Doctor Who, like official Doctor Who fan club back when he was a kid or a teenager or something. I've traveled so much for school this year. Ottawa next week, Halifax in August. Why? Sorry, remind me. What do you do? Like, what are you learning to be? You mentioned that you were going to Ottawa next week. Before, and I can't remember what the hell you do. It's probably one of the downsides of streaming and starting to have like a fair amount of active chatters is you start to kind of forget shit. I do my best to put things to memory, but it's hard sometimes. Peter was trying to bring back so much, he was getting in a fight to the producers. Yeah, well, he got a lot in though. I mean, his half of his reincarnation speech or regeneration speech is just references to other things. Vancouver, October. Edmonton, November, Saskatoon in January. What the fuck are you doing? You're not the nurse, are you? No, that was somebody else. No, that was Argon or Aegon or. I'm okay. Oh, land manager certificate. What's a land manager? Argon, yeah. The dude that was downgraded from a noble gas to a naughty gas. Something sort of bizarre, agitated state. Those goddamn haulers, who do they think they are? I paid good coin to... Ah, you're here. You're one of those task-seeking adventurer taps, are you not? Some wares I ordered from Oldham merchant arrived, and those bloody, worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring 'em no further, lazy bastard said. Gate to the bazaar, still the bazaar. Order said nothing. Oh. The one thing that genuinely pisses me off about receiving gifts through Throne is that Throne will proceed to spam the shit out of me for the next couple of days. I'll get anywhere from 2 to 3 emails on average. Ratify land code so you can manage your own reserves instead of leaving it to the feds. Okay. Role or a land management role in my First Nations. Is that what that means? Whatever. Okay, they want us to move boxes. There's a lot of bureaucracy involved in managing lands. Yes, First Nation. Oh, okay. Wasn't there something about First Nations? This might have just been some propaganda piece. I don't know. I saw something about it being. Oh, I can't say it because it's my city. Shit. Never mind. Something about laying claim to my city. But I don't know anything about it, so. Not that I would particularly care. There's a lot of bureaucracy involving managing lands. Okay, that's wild. That's politics. And as much as I like I like the kind of politics where I don't have to look at the public and tell them what I did. Gods of the oaths that damaged my bags. Have you found them? Makes you better. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, making efforts to reshape the dismal present. That's true. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, whatever. So hopefully the fear-mongering racist rhetoric can chill for a bit. Oh, the Supreme Court just ruled indigenous land claims can't supersede private property ownership. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's really going on with that, but as long as I can keep living where I'm living, I really don't care. I'm not this is I'm gonna get slightly political. I really just do not care about that because it's all politics I have no business caring about. Um, fight your battles and that's your business. I just really care about living in my home. If I ever have the opportunity for home management, then I'll get it where I can, or land or private land ownership, then I will get that where it pleases me. And I'm not particularly picky. My requirements for owning land living somewhere is really just out of the way and a place where I can pretty much do whatever I need to do. It started I started in IT for my band. I never thought I'd get this involved in politics. Yeah, ain't that the truth, huh? You never really. I don't think anybody, unless they specifically go for it, really ever expect to get into politics. But more often than not, unfortunately, you're going to be in politics one way or another when dealing with stuff like that, especially here in Canada. Especially with. I'm going to tell you where I live, and you can have a kind of an idea of what I'm talking about. Especially with where I personally live. It's just like a whole ass thing. Some other stuff to a possible documentary or something, and other wild shit. I just, man, the more I hear about it, the more I want to stay away. I like private politics where you get shit done, and things change hands and whatever, and I don't have to worry about public perception. That's other people's business. That's other people's job, and I really don't have to care. I don't want to manage small ball crap if I ever have to get into something dirty. But if you look at the city name I said, you might have an idea as to why I'm just like, I just don't care about that stuff here a lot, regardless of my own genealogy and personal backgrounds. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm I'm enough First Nations. I probably should be, like I should have like a status card and everything, but the information order to do that is dead, so never gonna happen." And yeah, but I was like, it's really weird to me to think about myself like that because I'm as white as the snow, and that unless you're like looking at me, you're not going to notice any kind of native features whatsoever. My mother, on the other hand, it is very clear where her background is from. She's pretty white, but it's pretty like obvious looking at her, especially when she tans. Hey Octane, how you doing, huh? The churches where refactoring population trackers lineage can be traced with baptism records. Well, I'm not religious. My family has never been. I mean, my dad was for a while, but then I turned him into an atheist by accident. Oops. And he's dead now regardless, so. Yeah. I don't even know where he lived, to be honest. I mean, I didn't even know that his dad was still alive until I was talking with my uncle when I went to go arrange for his cremation. What am I doing? I'm just running around in circles. So yeah, I have no clue. I know that my biological grandfather had all that information, and he's gone now. It might be possible to get it with the fact that my mother has connected with his family because he had a whole other set of kids and shit. I'm 6'3", redhead with freckles, and 25% Native American. I show up to powwow in kilts. Hey, Rem. We're talking about Native stuff, so ever so slightly politics. Sorry. we're also talking about genealogy and shit though too. We're mostly just fucking around. Hey. Oh. Well, there we go. As far as I'm aware, I'm like I don't remember if I said before, I'm half native, I think. I don't know how that works out, but that's what I know. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm the whitest fucker you'll ever see. It sounds like you're being true to your identity. I love that. It's so good to know. Showing up to a powwow in a kilt. That's funny. I just love the image of that. I am one of you. I'm not making fun of you, I promise. It's just like a funny image in my head. You are my people. I am one of you. It just looks silly. But that's awesome. I want to stream someday. Well, there's good and bad to always come with it, Ben. I actually plan on posting videos about would it be okay to put ribbons on the kilt though? Ribbons? I don't. That's something beyond me. Being a streamer is both easy and really complicated. You have to have a thick skin though, like a really thick skin, because otherwise it's gonna beat your ass down really fast. Any other travel meters know me. It's the Mexicans that try to make fun. Um, what's the best way to say it? Uh, you have to have a thick skin. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to be very careful depending on the level of privacy you want to have. And I plan on making a set of videos going over that. I'm still writing the scripts for them because it's kind of a long series. It'll be a bunch of shorts posted to my YouTube channel and my TikTok probably, but each of them goes over a really specific topic in a very direct way. Like one of the easiest ones: make a new email, make new socials and everything, make your other socials private. Never mention your old stuff. There's that. There's make a business PayPal. Make sure you can register as a business if you want to start making money, depending on where you live. All sorts of other things. You know, there's a kind of etiquette to go with it. Don't ask people certain things. Don't do certain things. Certain things you just don't talk about. Don't cross the streams exactly. That one too. Don't wiggle it twice or you're playing. You know, just, there's a lot of little things that are consideration. It's not as expensive as some people think. You don't need an insanely powerful computer unless you're playing very, very modern titles. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. I'm a vessel that's barely seaworthy, big enough score for me alone, blah, blah, blah. Small ships don't go to sea anymore. Ain't no fisherman anymore, nor much of a father, I suppose. Just a broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. Yeah, you and me both. So yeah, I don't know if they're still in the chat. I want to stream Wooba in 4K. I went to fucking good luck. Also, I don't think any streaming platforms do anything above 60 right now, unfortunately. Also, I don't think you can stream in 4K. The max any site will do is 1440p, and I know you're making a joke. Like I'm perfectly aware of it. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I thought it was the other person. But yeah, no. Your PC does though. Yeah, just because your PC can do it doesn't mean you should though. Like, does this need to be a Jeff Goldblum situation? Spent so long trying to figure out if they could and never really thought about whether or not they should or something of the such. Also, stop bragging, bitch. I'm sitting here with the 3060, man. Oh, drinking night's happening tonight. I'm obviously not joining that. There. Oh, we're all moving over to Twitch now. Well, thank you for following on there if you do. I'm mostly like, believe me, if I have an actual problem with what you're saying, like seriously, other than maybe sometimes about food, like I'll be very, very clear about it. I'm mostly just fucking with you. You know, for fun. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no. Looks awesome on 110. That would look pretty fucking great. 4K is like the resolution that people that you kind of want for really big screens. It's not something you want for small screens, and computer screens it feels kind of meh. I think 1440p is where I personally think that computer monitors for most sizes is at its cap or beyond the cap. Oh, the TV is more delayed than the app. Like I use a 32-inch TV for my monitor, and um, it 1080p is a little small for it, but 1440p would be fine. 4K would be great, but then everything would also be super, super tiny, and I don't like that. So I find 1440p would probably be a happy middle ground. The problem is just that for streaming, it's not a great resolution. So I'll probably stick with 1080p, which might seem stupid, but 1080p resolution is cheap, and I like that for decent monitors. So I would rather go with that and 90 or 120 frame rate and just chill. Refresh rate matters more to me than resolution. That's totally fair. I want more than 60 because I've never had more than 60, but I don't think I would care beyond 90. And I'd have to find a really good deal to do 120. Keep in mind, when I buy a monitor, I'm buying 3 of them that are the same exact one. So, yeah, I don't want to have like a really, really good main monitor and then some kind of middle ground smaller ones. I'd rather they all look identical, even just for the sake of symmetry. My requirements are at minimal 1080p. 90 FPS, and I'll get to you in a second. And no curves. I don't want a curved monitor. I would prefer. I do have a preference that it be able to run. What's the equivalent of it's like FreeSync for AMD and VSync for NVIDIA or something? It's like the equivalent of the monitor sync with the game and shit. And yes, only 3. I would like more, but I really just want to have a simple setup for playing games and basic work. I want to have a separate computer for work, and I don't care if my I would like a triple monitor setup for that one too, but the main monitor will be the good one, the really good one, and the other 2 can be shit because they're meant for finding assets, they're meant for finding videos and memes and shit, they're meant for finding sounds, they're meant for talking business stuff, they're meant for rendering videos. They're not meant for, they're meant for finding information that I might need or learning shit. It's meant for business. It's not meant for play. The only reason the main monitor is going to be halfway decent is just so it's really accurate colors. And again, maybe does 90 FPS in case I start doing VR videos. That is the only reason that would be anything higher than 60. I don't care beyond that. I don't need it to be insane. I've been wanting to build a stream capable PC, but I heard prices on parts are high now. Oh yeah, no. Here's an example. For my next build, I want to have a 64 gigabyte kit of RAM. That 64 gigabyte kit would be a little less than $500 back before the boom or back before the bubble. Now in the bubble, that kit is like over 1,000. Everything has gone 2 to 4 times the price in terms of things like RAM, which is where it's hit hardest. And so many things take RAM. Valve just announced that the price of the Steam Deck has gone up by almost $300, depending on what model you're getting. Meta's headsets have also gone up in price, not as extreme, but as a decent chunk of money to the point where it's now kind of difficult for me to get one, even if I do save a little. It might be enough to discount from the payment plan that I was going to do. Graphics cards also use RAM and shit, so those prices have also somewhat gone up, though admittedly not as bad. SSDs also got hit really bad because for the exact same reason they use DRAM caches, and that's really, really, really rough. Not as terrible, but it's really hard to find a decently priced SSD nowadays. My graphics cards are worth double what I bought them for. I had to buy 4 of them too. That's rough. So many things use some form of RAM and stuff like that, and it's just brutal. Even buying hard drives nowadays, because a lot of those are used in data centers, just like regular spinning rust, is so expensive because there's just not enough stock in the world. Because everybody's trying to make AI data centers, even if a bunch of AI ventures are getting shut down or their their funding pulled or whatever. Like I think OpenAI had their funding from Disney pulled out, and the Sora AI video making app is dead or slated for end of life soon. I'm just gonna skip what he's saying as we're talking. But like, you get the points, you know. It's super expensive. My personal recommendation is just put your money in like a tax-free savings account and wait. If you can't wait, just be really smart. Yeah, I need an SD card for a project, and I was aghast at the price. Oh yeah, no, I wanted to buy a flash drive so I can install some Linux ISOs, like actually Linux ISOs, not pirated stuff. And because I wanted to turn my laptop into a server to practice free NAS and see what that's like. Nope, can't do it. It's too expensive. It's like $30 for like, it was anywhere from like 30 to 40 Canadian for like anywhere from an 8 to 32 gig card or thumb drive. Sorry, I mean, and like the price was the same for all of them, and a lot of the ones that are there were like not even name brands that you trust with that kind of stuff. I generally buy things like SanDisk thumb drives, for example, because that's what I'm used to. Nope, can't do it. It's just not available. I helped build one that was like 860 milk cheeses. Like even here in BC, there was a huge protest recently for in Vancouver for them to not put in an AI data center nearby. And if you're not aware, Vancouver has a lot of really crazy tech projects. They even have, I think, a water-cooled server system that is submerged constantly, and it's fluid. It goes out to like supersized heat sinks or something like that. I could say. No. I would like to make a free company specifically for my channel. That would be cool. Anyway, I could sell my 8K, I'm assuming, computer for what I paid for, or monitor, or something. Oh, fuck, whatever. Anyways, the point stands is everything's so expensive nowadays. Like I had, you know what? Fuck it. Oh no, it's open. Let me go to PC Part Picker and I'll kind of make my point. Keep in mind, this is for an expensive PC by its own right. I have plans for a bitch and dream machine, but like I've had to reprice certain things on this list to what they are normally, because if I was to buy them now, I'd be fucked out of. It would make the entire thing probably $2,000 or more expensive. Also, power supplies, those are also really expensive right now too. I'm not totally sure as to why. But that's a real bitch. And like the current projected price by PC Part Picker, by the adjustments I made, make it almost $6,000 Canadian. So, yeesh. If I was to get rid of the price adjustments, lowest price. Like the RAM kit that I want to get is $1,500 right now. The SSD should be about 200 to 400. Is 800 right now, or is 900 right now. The secondary SSD that I want is 1,800. Hey, thanks for the cake slice, whatever that is. I don't know, but I do thank you. Cake slice, how you doing? Vixen Is that what that's supposed to be? Probably essential minerals, yeah. Use a flare. Nope. Maybe later. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I keep forgetting to. I've had 2 monsters today, so. I just consumed half a liter of water, so I hope that that's good, huh? The rare earth prices are killing the price for power supplies and transformers in them. Oh, yeah, right. That's fair. Two monsters, that's bad for you. Yeah, they are. But it was really good. I haven't had that flavor in a while. Cut me some slack. It was delicious. I also wanted to be able to stream. I didn't get to sleep as much as I want because I felt really bad. I made somebody wait, and that kind of upset me. I take great care in some people, and I like to make sure they're okay. And I had a really hard time going to sleep last night because it was just so humid. Like, Solomon, you know where I live. If you look up what the temperatures were like last night, I mean, it's probably not that much better where you were, but it was like 33 for like 6 hours of the day, and then it finally started cooling down, and then immediately started to rain. So it went from hot to hot and humid. I was so screwed. It has been gross. Very gross. So, yeah. You know, as a VTuber, I am actually relatively secretive with where I live, but I do have my moments where I am pretty free. Especially with like friends, I'm pretty open. I'll like show where I live without a care. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to find me whether I liked it or not, so I'm a little devil may care about it. I'm free. Damn me, copper lures. Never thought I'd see these beasts again. Bloody hell, as a goblin, sure, bang them up. Ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that must be God himself telling me to give him his sea legs. A new life out there, maybe me compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here. Oh, I think my roommate's going away. Born and bred here, I was never called no place else home. Times are changing though. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, only an hour and a half. I suppose I saw off me land some bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. I mean, fair enough. Can I not wear these? Why can I not wear them? It's for all classes, is it not? Is it because another piece of armor is fighting with it? Probably. Okay, moving on. No. I forgot to no, I attuned to the aetherite. Oh, I haven't unlocked teleport. I was in Shadowbringers and I decided to get tired of yellow quests on the map, but only going forward, not in the old zones. Yeah, I used to save those quests for playing them on not my main class. What kind of numbers is that? Why? What? How do you clean the chat? Is there a button for that? Okay, well that was the thing that happened. I don't know why someone decided to just post some number in here, but okay. I'm not going to call that, and I don't think anybody should. I'll have to try to censor that in the YouTube pod, and this is all I'm done with. Don't need somebody calling something stupid. Oh, Remrem followed me. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know who that person was, but I hate when people do that shit. There's a part of me that wants to make it to where, like, only followers can chat sometimes. I get really tempted to turn on that kind of setting. I don't know. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm just gonna block them. I don't know what the fuck that was. That made me really uncomfortable. Anyway, moving on. You know, I try to not talk about politics, but it just always happens. I guess that's just how fucked the world is nowadays, huh? I mean, to be fair, that was a lot of genealogy, too. I've never been interested in my biological grandfather's family. I never knew them. I didn't even know he had a family. Or much of one. He and my grandmother divorced back when my mother was still a kid. I've seen him maybe a handful of times. The most notable thing he ever gave me was a PSP back in the day. God of War edition, so it's red. But yeah. I want to repair it though. I want to make it like new. I think it'd be a fun little thing to do. Yeah, it's actually just right here. I was thinking of turning it into a picture case, but that might be a ways. So when my money situation's all fucking settled and such, one of the things I plan on really doing is trying little electronics things. There's a thing where you can essentially make like a Game Boy Advance using a Raspberry Pi Zero. I want to do that. I know you can use stuff like on your phone. I want to make a dedicated console that the only thing I have to do is to like fix it if the batteries die is literally just unsolder a set of batteries and put in a new one, and then boom, I've got new lithium ion batteries in there forever, and just do that whenever. That's all I care about. Or having it to where I can just literally put in new batteries whenever I want. And if I want to have rechargeables, then I just use rechargeables. Anyone see so-and-so since last night? Hand over. Hey, what do you do with that timetable? Been looking all over for it. Got it from so-and-so, you say. Why that useless drunk? I'll wager he was out all night again, chasing after... I don't remember if I still have it, but I actually had a soldering kit on Throne for like the longest time. I think I took it off. But I really want to get into that. Not only do I think it's fun, I just want a legitimate handheld console. I don't want to use my phone for that because I don't want to get like a message and then accidentally tab out and come back in and then it's like the game's reset. I do like dedicated console hardware. You certainly took part of an adventure, my friend, but you be the good... Good Solomon Modi advised me to expect, huh? I'm Papa Sean, station master of this humble dispatch yard. It's an empty title, I assure you. I am no more than a tired Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both of these in the last 5 years since calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Aldonians work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and by the love of our home, we have rebuilt Oldot to the glamour and majesty that you see today, replacing caps, adding ports, etc. Yeah. There's still much work to be done. The woods left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places here waiting for relief and restoration. Oldot needs the aid of you and your brother and friend. In fact, it has never been more dire. Which brings you to my point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited for one of your ability. Okay. Cool. We're gonna sidetrack from this for a second. I'm gonna go grab this Ether Stone. This is Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMO with content all the way to the end of the Shadowbringers storyline. Which is a lot. We're talking about a couple hundred hours of story. And God knows how much if you care about the DLC or the other stuff. It's if you use the free trial, you don't need to pay for it. There are some downsides to the free trial. You have a maximum of how much money you can earn, which doesn't really matter in the end. Can't use the market board, so glams are going to be rough. There's a couple other things. You don't have a friends list. You can't use the party finder to play with players from other servers, etc. You should play Left 4 Dead. I've thought about it. I've never really put a ton of time into Left 4 Dead. The amount of time I put into Left 4 Dead is maybe a couple hours at best. But I've thought about it for sure. And yes, I am seriously running all the way. That might be one of the ones I do at like late at night. There won't be, obviously there's not going to be a regular 7 o'clock stream today like there should be, because this one started so late and I'm probably just going to stream into that. Aetheryte. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other area because I also didn't grab the thing there too. But yeah, this is it's a fun game, especially for free. Honestly, I saw the trailer for the Endwalker expansion, and that was what it took to get me to play the game. That's what it took for a lot of people to play the game, especially when World of Warcraft shit itself for a while. There was so many people joining to play Endwalker that they actually had to stop people from joining the free to play trial. Not because they wanted to stop players from having a time for free. What they wanted to stop was from so many people joining that joining the worlds was really difficult. And even after Shadowbring or Endwalker dropped, so many people were actively playing that you would have to wait 1 hour for every 1,000 players in the queue of the game. So what I would do was oftentimes there was 2 to 3,000. So I would just like go make food, go have a shower, and just like chill and get ready. And then by the time I'm back, there's still like another hour or two left. Who's my favorite TikToker? I don't really have one. I'm not super invested in TikToker content, regardless of the fact that I obviously stream and post clips and shit. Although I haven't done that today. I will. I just didn't have the time to. Myself? Yeah, me. Me, myself, and I. I'm just the baddest bitch you're ever gonna know. Look at me, darling. I'm fabulous. Who wouldn't want to be me? I don't know. I don't care about TikTok content that much. There's not many people that I'll care about a couple videos, but once we get to the end of that line, I'll probably just don't give a shit. I rarely watch YouTube content either. My favorite YouTuber would probably be Astral Spiff. I don't know if he has a TikTok though. I've never checked. All his videos are like really long and well beyond the time for TikTok, because TikTok has a 30-minute max. I edited down the Case Animatronic stream from the other day, and that shit is 32 minutes. I don't know what that is. Holy why wait why is TikTok chat turning into a pop-up? That's weird. Never seen that, but I guess because I have the chat popped out. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I just I'm running because I want to check something. I can't remember if to unlock glamour dresser or glamour stuff you need to. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams. I don't remember if you need to hopefully not die. If you need to be at like that part in the story in order to unlock that stuff, or if you just need to be the level. So I'm gonna go check. Oh shit. I think this is the guy that does the quest. Depths. Nope, that's the wrong one. Going for gold. That is the worst quest in the game. This person. If I had a glamour and color your worlds, yeah, so you can do dyes and do glamour. No, just reach level 15. Dope. Okay, somebody sent me something. I gotta watch it for a second, so just give me a moment. Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. It's too funny though. Oh, I can teleport now. Wonderful. Oh, that's not what I meant to. Whatever. That wasn't what I meant to do. Shit. Oh. What's the new... Oh, I gotta go all the way back there. Hold on. We're gonna go do Thaumaturge story. Actually, we'll do that another time. I want to do this. We'll be fine. It's not until, like, later that that kind of stuff matters. Wait, which are the bad ones? Sea otters or river otters? I forget. I know that, like, one of them is considered the terrible ones, but I can't remember which one. You know, when I started Rumbleborn, I made a point to try to go through every single quest in every single area and completely clean them out. I abandoned that sometime into Stormblood. Because it was one of the things that made me start to really burn out and stop doing story, and I stayed in Stormblood for, like, the longest time. And then it wasn't, and then once I reached Shadowbringers after that, I just, like, did not want to advance the game because I was so burning out. And it took my friends going through this the entirety of Shadowbringers and its patches for me to be like, okay, I'll do it. Since you come this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens that a bunch of sentries have sent out to guard the area. The dispatch yard, as it were. They've long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold days can play hells on the mind and body out there. Isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. What the fuck? Jesus, man. Do you need some help? Do we need to find you a Lalafell that specializes in small therapy? Come on, man. Jesus. Like, I sympathize, don't get me wrong. That's not what I was expecting to read. Pretzel. Remind me, isn't schnitzel just like a giant pretzel, or what is schnitzel? I'm starting to crash really hard. I'm getting so tired. I feel really sweaty because it's still really humid. Maybe I'll grab some food. I had some ice cream this morning and it was awesome. Oh. Western front clear, eastern front clear. Here's your twilight pretzels. I might put something in the microwave so I can eat it while I stream. My grandmother brought me some kind of macaroni salad thing. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's free food, so yeah, no. Boop. Cool. Delivered your pretzels. I do like I can auto run and just let go for a minute. Feels like things have quieted down a lot. Schnitzel is a breaded fried meat, usually veal. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally wrong then. Fair enough. You returned, and with the deal, fewer pretzels. I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan's sworn sentries? They have anything to report? Anything at all? Nothing? Are you sure? I see. Oh dear. Take this for your troubles and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. He's like, oh, I wanted to go do the thing. Oh, we got our first staff. Hold on. Phone staff. Pew pew. Okay. Maki, I have this moment. No time for concealment past truth. Even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I had you go meet those Sultan sworn. He is in dire need of your assistance. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered for her safe return. The Sultan sworn you met earlier have assisted with the search. Alas, they found no trace of her. Now you are a part of the staff. Apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with less caution. I should word of her disappearance spread. I fear others or less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow with her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Maki, and must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the... Oh. Oh, I'm so glad I have Discord muted. I forgot that was an audio source. That's funny. A friend sent me a message where they bedazzled they're bedazzling things, and he bedazzled a lighter, and I was like, you sound like a bunch of autistic sea otters, freaking out over brand new shiny rocks. And they're like, it might be an insult, but I shall accept it, or fucking something like that. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Liara. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan tree. Good luck. I am the staff, and the staff is me. One of my favorite, like, little bits from a manhwa is... Oh, hi. Nothing. Nothing much. One of my favorite bits from a manhwa is from one called The Gamer, where he's like, I am the game, and my life... Or he's like, my life is a game, and I am the game. Like, he's reached enlightenment. Now my roommate's leaving? I don't... Whatever. And it's funny, because his powers in that manhwa are like a gamer, but not like like solo leveling, so to speak, it's a lot different because he's like the only one that does this. It's because he was obsessed with video games, so he has a body that can't be hurt or cut or whatever. It can receive damage and he'll lose HP, but his body will remain in perfect functioning form. He has the gamer's mind, which helps him with trauma and startling things to help him keep his cool in tense situations. I think there's another one, but I don't remember what it is. I think it also stops him from getting drunk, though. What did I type that was wrong, Automod? I don't know. I will check it out. Automod. Snoop Dogg wanted to go to a German restaurant. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'll allow it. That's utterly terrible. Hold on, I need to get the chat back up. There you go. Your thing is out. That might be trying a little too hard. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Proceed. Hold on, I want to check my gear. Actually, hold on. There's a recommended gear thing. Oh. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battle only occur during certain points of blah blah. Not really. I didn't touch extremes too much.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
That's right, I don't have to be the only voice actor here for once.
Show yourself.
As you command, O Lilira.
My way to make Gil was mostly just use the firmaments and get dyes. Or gather shit.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us.
Argon sent 18 roses. Well, thank you.
And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you.
Hey, it's that guy. It's the naughty gas.
Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned.
That is a terrible name.
Congratulations on finding our
What is that, a gas that's horny?
Charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness.
Hold on, I'll be back. Something's happening.
What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, Please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Oh. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I did. It's still really loud. There you go. Hi, Argon. I've played before, but I started through the story again yesterday. I haven't gone through the story in like 4 years. So a lot of this is really new to me for the most part. I'll rewatch the cutscene later. I know there's a way to do it, so I'll just do that later. Turns out my roommate's off today, so he's just been like doing laundry and shit. That's why he kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, I'm assuming killing the ads is going to do nothing, so. Just a little more. You just gotta burn it to the crisp. Make sure it's nicely roasted. I had that asshole. I wonder if I can use my flare now. Hold on. Okay, so this is the event where we get our Aether Crystal. I feel like this weird little storyline was just badly abandoned. Honestly, I don't remember most of the Final Fantasy plot most of the times. Fair enough.
Crystal bearer.
Well, it's that this game makes a point of us to collect all the various different crystals, and we carry this one on us throughout the entirety of the game. It's a part of the story. And they spend the patches and the next what's it called? The first expansion, have a lot about it, so.
Yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
One funny thing I remember about this game is just everybody being like, Mommy Crystal.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystal.
And then when we like find out like what Heidelin actually looks like, it's just fucking hilarious.
And lay claim to them.
I'm sure they felt very justified. I hate that we don't find out what the hell hear, feel, think means until like the end of the original story.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Ah,
Coming around now.
yes, Thancred.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void scent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt.
I'm sorry, I'm irresistible. All that shit just
Interesting.
flowed.
I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
What an angry little thing.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Maybe if I wasn't so bloody stupid and staying up till 5 in the morning, I would. God, that just ruined me. The fact is I've put more work into that video than I probably put into any YouTube video ever, so if it doesn't do even moderately well, I'm gonna be fucking upset. That's the one thing I don't like about putting a lot of work into videos, is that it could all be for nothing. All those hours just basically wasted, and I just hate that. The fact is the making of that video was like, sorry, the making of that video was how I started to develop my processes, I guess, and how I do things and the protocol for certain things. And as I was doing them more and more and more, they became more natural. Honestly, I really want pizza now. I'm gonna look on DoorDash. I really like Panago pizza, but it's so expensive. Oh, they're still talking shit. I forgot Otto was on. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands. My lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. I understand you bravely fought to protect Lady Lilira from the Void-sent fiends. For a gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. Money? A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see him at Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Maki, you're the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Yeah, I'm not sure that would really work out. By lore, I think many would end up pregnant. Needs a reliable adventurer. Deliver a gift to the coffer or something. Purchased his royal pardons posthumously, a pumpkin, a particular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see the scheduled shipment from Nanawa mines, for which I wait. I would call upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Kigari at the Royal Plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you in advance to attend to this time-consuming task, but truly appreciate your assistance. If so doesn't come calling soon, this particular specimen will sadly be past its prime. What's up? Oh, you're here to deliver the decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets the Rogers' approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce these days. You know the way to the coffin and coffer, right? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place, the local laborers' lounge. Okay. Should I have a third monster? You think it's worth risking a heart attack? Oh, if you're wondering why I'm using Hot Axle for Final Fantasy 14, this is what this is one of the outfits from the summer events. I felt it was appropriate. Oh, I've gotten a reply to my message. Or is it summer already? Damn. Close enough. It was 33 degrees here yesterday and I almost died, so yeah. I was so exhausted. And it was just so hot. I had the will to do all sorts of things, but I couldn't do it till it was like almost 1 in the morning. Then I proceeded to spend 4 hours editing a video. I went to the wrong spot. Oh, I need to go into the building downstairs. I mean, I'm tired right now. Yeah. But, well, I mean, it's the only, like, Final Fantasy outfit that was on there. I don't know why somebody ported it to V-Roid, but they did, so I stuck it on him, and here we are. Drink for ye, lassie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. What's that? We, Sisida asked you to bring this to me, so even the foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink sodden arse back home. But hell's honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. I almost said what the cocks will do with her, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. There's a joke here. There's a joke here. But hell's to be honest, blah blah. Latriel scoffed down beastly amounts of meat and is starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I give the sober bastards try something new. Anyways, thanks for the help, lassie. Cooks. I know. How to tell someone's tired. Prudence at this junction. Exit. Where it is, Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torch is there. Can't get a moment's peace. Look by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Cool. Oh, no, I can use it. And increases my XP. I'm not sure I want to remove it. How long does it do it for? Level 25 or below. I shall keep it on. The stat boosts aren't like insane, so I'll live. Onwards! Warren in peace. Hello. Looking for what? Oh. Stone torches or sell swords hired by Amaja and Son's mineral concern to protect his interests. Our primary duty here is keep tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose we require your aid. I would like to point out, however... I should point out, however, it can be messy work. Law will get messy if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to yourself that your armor's in order. Oh, great. So now I have to... that's fucking quest. You're ready for inspection. Yes, and I have to wear this until the end of the quest. So it's like a Sky High character name? What does? Okay, well, that's the thing. War and Peace. Oh, yeah, it does. Warren has worked for an adventurer willing to exterminate such and such, attacking ore wagons. Let's get to it. Ore wagons, etc., coming forth from dispatch yard to the south. Let's pass through a tunnel to Feska's Watch. Tunnel which... Okay. Now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug. We're practically delivering meals to the doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you can find a narrow fissure with the things inside. This silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures and slay them. Okay, dokie. There is no war embossing, say. Fuck you, huh? I need to watch The Last Avatar. I like the show so much back then. I've never fully seen it. It's on my list. I also want to watch Korra, but I'm kind of hesitant with all the whole weird fetishly torturing her thing. I'm all for people like having kinks, but from what I've seen, it gets really extreme in that show. Something about shoving mercury in her veins at some point. In which I'm like, that sounds like the kind of thing I'd hear from Maggot's Bait. Which, if you don't know, is a visual novel that is way, way, way worse than Euphoria. And if you don't know what Euphoria is, don't look it up. Unless you want to be horribly scarred. Well, I mean, it wouldn't scar me, but I'm jaded to almost everything. So, there's that. No. No, 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 no. Euphoria is a... I really hope you're joking. If you aren't, Euphoria is a visual novel that is considered one of the most worst slash traumatizing visual novels slash eroge slash hentai that has been ever been made. It is incredibly grotesque in its details of how the girls are tortured. It's kind of like if you mixed a death game with sex. It is not for the faint of heart and gets incredibly disgusting and detailed, and yeah. And the thing is that it's really well written too, which arguably makes it worse, because there's one thing about reading really horrible shit, but having really horrible shit be written really, really well is just like you appreciate it in a way, but you're also now traumatized. And then later on, they came out with something called Maggots Bait or Witch's Bait or something like that, and it is way, 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 way worse. I'm not going to look into it any further than, yeah. It is also a quote-unquote, it is also an eroge visual novel, but just like Euphoria, I believe it's called Euphoria, it's really, really bad, but it's so much worse. Like sticking maggots into someone's veins, because there are these like witches that are like the center of the story. But the thing is that no matter what you do to them, they can't die. So they get horrifically tortured in the worst ways possible. And like shoving maggots through their veins as they're still alive, and it's all sorts of stuff. You can cut off their head, and well, you get the idea. They live through everything, and yeah. You think torture porn movies are really bad? You have no clue. What? Shan't be easy work to free the total, blah, blah, blah. Ramhorn staff. Bring out your dead. Hey, I got to level 10. Yeah, why would anyone want those? Because there are people that like that kind of stuff. And also, arguably, shock value. I'm pretty sure that company is famous specifically for Euphoria. And it shows. If you really want to like know anything, Sydney, like the Gaunt's wife, did a video about both Euphoria and Maggot Bait. So if you want to have an idea of what they're about without even thinking about reading them, then that's what you watch, because that's what I watched. And I heard enough that even though I'm actually down for some really nasty shit and some very not vanilla things, that it was the kind of stuff where I'm like, nope. Nope, I'm not even gonna do that to try to be ballsy. Nope. Zuma wants to share with you your most amazing rumor, except the altruistic adventure I was hoping we'd bump into. The funny thing is like how she starts the story, or how she starts her videos, those two specific videos, is the first one is her crying in the shower fully clothed, and in the second one, instead of whatever the fuck she said in the first one, she just looks up at the camera, because it's her husband filming, and it's like, Sydney, what's wrong? And she just looks up, she's like, it's happened again. Oh, it's so good. Why? Most fascinating piece of news to reach my ears. I'm eager to share it. Why? Rumor has there's a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Silda. But it's not at all inconceivably. The concern appears to be entirely ignorant of existence. Even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Whiston, and he is a very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the what? Sacrarum? Whatever. Cooking at the moment. I have a friend that wants to call in like an hour or something, so stream might end abruptly. Which is fine. I'm getting tired. But yeah, if the stream ends super quickly, that's just like what's going on. Because I'd rather just chill and talk with them for a bit. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito, as he has long lavished Gil upon thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interest. I might stream this again tomorrow. Suffice it to say, if Whiston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. That eventuality may be a little way off. For the present, it is moving ahead with his plans, assembling a team to the survey site. I'm told if he's at Corn and Coffer right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort prospectors. Marion said you were looking for it. Mayhap he finds this person and volunteer for their expedition. Warren said you were looking for... Oh. So yeah. There we go. Okay, let's change the HUD, shall we? Status info, enfeeblements. Cool. What I do on my main account is I have a button that will change the HUD, and it's just basically a character select. That's what I'm going to use. I don't remember how to actually change your class. How do you do that? I used that setup for so long, I don't remember what you're supposed to do proper. Character, stance, currency. Do I just go to classes and jobs and drag and drop? Nope. How are you supposed to change your class when you have more classes? Whatever. Okay. I do appreciate it gives the ability to customize. Yeah, I feel like one thing a lot more people should be interested in is looking at what you can really do with macros, because it's super useful. Somebody actually made a macro builder for doing crafting and like crafting classes. So you can find the optimal button pressing and all sorts of stuff based on your gear, on if you have a job stone, all that other thing. Change your weapon. Oh, so I'd have to go into like the armory and okay. Okay. Where? Okay, this way. Or I'll set up the buttons off camera. It'll take a lot. I also have to modify them so they work right because I don't have job stones yet. Eventually need 2 macros for higher levels. Yep. Yep. Especially when you're doing like firmament stuff. One of my goals on stream is to get the pterodactyl. Or whatever it's called. The big dinosaur looking thing. Oh, right, this is the inn. Care to join? Sorry, you're too late. Some brass braids are looking for extra coin volunteer. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Final Fantasy 14 stream will probably start somewhere around 1 or 2, depending on when I get up. I just, as much as I'd like to do it later, tomorrow's the last day where I can have not the air conditioner on, and I'd rather enjoy it during the day, and then when I have all the as much energy as possible. So yeah, I do plan on getting more like proper sleep tonight. It is 6 o'clock on the dot. Oh, 2 hours, got it. A time difference? Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow it'll be sometime around 2 to 3 p.m. Which for you. I could start at noon. Like I said, it just depends on how much sleep I got and food and stuff. Stretching. Give me a second. I might just call it now, rather than go through another quest. Like I said, I'm tired and it's starting to hit me hard. So yeah. But yeah, 1 o'clock would be 3 for you, but I might also just do it at noon. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna call it here. I was hoping you get to the point to where I could do glamours, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I will try to do the job setup thing later. Children outside, siege search for the vein. Oh, okay, well we got the class, so we'll do that later. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good night and sweet dreams, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. I had a good time. I actually really enjoy streaming this, so yeah. Anyways, good night, everyone.